And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and today we are this is part 2 of my review of the Batman Arkham trilogy, Batman Arkham City. Yes, I did play this on the Switch. The game was originally released on the Xbox 360 though in 2011, but I played it on the Switch when it was released for the Batman Arkham trilogy for the Switch in 2023. If you want to see my review of Batman Arkham Asylum, should already be out by now. You can go check that one out in the game reviews playlist. And there will be a review of the third game in the trilogy, Batman Arkham Knight, but I am not playing the Switch version of that. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But anyways, I got a lot of thoughts on this game, so let's jump right into it, shall we? First off, overall, I mean, there were so many improvements from this game, from Arkham Asylum to this game. This game is what I thought Arkham Asylum was going to be going into Arkham Asylum, and it's everything that I would have expected. And now I can fully see why the Spider-Man Insomniac games were modeled off of these games, because there's a lot of things in this game specifically that they do that are very, very, very comparable to those. Also, I think this game is much better paced than Arkham Asylum. While they are both the same length, I thought stuff in this game was more straight to the point. There was definitely, it felt like you were just always being able to do something. It wasn't just like walking missions, walking around, doing all this sort of stuff. The graphics still aren't the greatest. They do look better than they do in Arkham Asylum. Batman isn't always constipated in this game, which is nice. So that's good. But the big thing is that this game has much more of an open world to it. Arkham Asylum does have, like I said, the side missions with the Riddler trophies, and there are Riddler trophies in this game, both for Batman and some exclusively for Catwoman to catch as well. We'll get to Catwoman in a little bit. But there is now stuff with, more open world. You're actually in the city now. And there's more side missions to do as well. And I think that's so good. You can do more side missions. You can swing around the city. Obviously, it's dark. It's at night. You can't just do a lot of kind of like interacting with the city's residents as you can in like the Spider-Man Insomniac games, obviously, because Arkham City, obviously, is Gotham, is flooded with enemies. There are enemies literally everywhere. Some that you can't see right on your map, some that you just kind of walk right into. You don't have to do any of the fights, but they are there. So that's kind of something you have to know going in. But I mean, there is just so much stuff to do. So much stuff to do. And that is what I was hoping for with the first game, which didn't get fully realized. But like I said in that review, they had the framework of what I was expecting. They just wasn't fully realized that this game really did realize it, which is good. As far as like other things that they obviously, I mean, a lot of the gadgets and stuff returned from the last game, and some of them were more expanded on, but there wasn't a whole lot of new gadgets. One of the big ones was the Mr. Freeze bombs. They were okay. The whole Mr. Freeze thing was pretty annoying to begin with. Wasn't my favorite part of the game. But I mean, the Mr. Freeze bombs are okay. I didn't really like heavily favor them or use them in any massive way, but yeah, it's just okay. But then you also have Catwoman in this game. You could play as Catwoman. Oh my god, Catwoman looks good. I don't think I talked about Poison Ivy in the first game. Poison Ivy looks really good in the first game. She looks really good in this game as well. And so does Catwoman. Oh boy. And they get a lot of cool dialogue too. Oh yeah. But, no, playing as Catwoman was okay. The only problem with Catwoman was her levels she only has 4 levels in the game. 3 in the main story, and then 1 afterwards. When you already beat the game, you can do like a post-game level or something. It's a really quick level where you beat Two-Face. You I didn't even know until like near the end of the game that you could upgrade Catwoman. So I didn't really upgrade her that much, so I had to make sure that I upgraded her enough to be able to fight Two-Face. The Two-Face fight is one of the easiest boss fights I've ever seen in a video game. But you have to have her defenses strong enough because there's going to be an unlimited onslaught of gunfire, so you have to make sure she doesn't die in like 5 seconds so that you can take the 7 seconds necessary to kill Two-Face. So, there's that. But otherwise, she controls okay. There was some stuff about it that I thought was a little finicky. It didn't seem like they fully developed their full vision for Catwoman, but honestly, it's good. Her levels aren't that well paced, though, which was annoying. Like, you get two of her levels are like right at the beginning of the game. They're pretty well intertwined with the Batman level, so the pacing for those two is good. And then it goes all the way until like the end of the game, and like near the end of the game, then you get the third level, and then you get these two alternative endings, which was just insane. Okay, I did not expect this part at all. It's a really cool like thing. It's alternative endings, so you could either like Batman's gonna die, but Catwoman's done what she needs to do, so she can either leave the city, finish up her plot, and let Batman die, or go save Batman, finish that part, whatever. So I picked the part where you just leave Batman to die, and I thought the game ended. They rolled the credits. It was so funny. No, you have to do the other part. But like that's such a. I honestly forgot you could play as Catwoman until we got to that third level. That's how long it was. Like, what the fuck? And then the last levels in the post game, which that's not long at all, but just the pacing wasn't the greatest. Maybe could work her more in, whatever. But like, I mean, what they did was good. I didn't think it was terrible, but overall, there's a very frustrating parts about this game though. One in particular was all of these like areas that you have to clear the area, and it's everybody's got a gun, and you have to do it all in stealth. I thought, in the Arkham Asylum, there was a good mix of when it was just brutes and guns. Like, it was like maybe you did one with guns, one with brutes, or they had a mix or something like that. This game is most like 98% guns, which is really annoying because those levels take forever, especially now when they have heat-seeking goggles with snipers. What the fuck, game? Those are so annoying. God, they were terrible. I hated doing them, and they're everywhere. You have to do it all the time, which is really annoying too. I did not like that at all. But I mean, they're fine. Like, once you get the hang of it, they're not a terrible thing. And I did like the stealth more than just kind of running in and brute forcing it, because there's like 200 enemies that you gotta take out when you just run in and do stuff. Not in this game, but not with those, at least. I do have one big complaint though. One big complaint about this game: the ending. Not the Catwoman ending, the true ending in the game. The ending, the real ending. There was this huge build-up for a final boss fight, right? A huge build-up for this final boss. And then you're about to fight Joker, and then you think he's dead, you think you've won. Nope, it was a clone. Turns out that Joker you defeated was Clayface, and then you fight Clayface, which that fight wasn't terrible at all. And then it wasn't difficult at all. It didn't feel like a final boss fight at all. You think, okay, finally a final showdown with Joker. And then he dies. Well, dies. We'll see if he's back for Arkham Knight. You'll probably will be. He fucking died. And I was like, okay, he's gonna like jump out and start attacking people once they leave the building with the police and everything, right? No. The fuck ending is that? It was so anticlimactic. And that really pissed me off because there was such big build up to this fight, and it never happened. You know, in Arkham Knight, and not Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, you get a final fight, right? I mean, it's not the greatest final fight out there, but you get a final fight. The Clayface fight, I guess, is supposed to be the final fight. No, it was a terrible final fight, unless you count the Two-Face fight, which, no, that's not a final fight either. Well, I guess technically it is the final fight of the game, but it's not. That neither of those are true final fights in a fucking Batman game. I didn't like the ending at all. And it just put a sour damper on the rest of the game, which is really good. I really enjoyed this game. I did not expect to enjoy this game as much as I did, but I did enjoy playing this game. And if you played Arkham Asylum, you have to play this game. Have to. If you're a Batman fan, you have to play this game. It's really, really good. I think you'll enjoy it. Just look out for that ending, though. Just look out for that ending, because it is, goddamn, is anticlimactic. Anyways, though, my final score for this game, I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. I can't give it a 9 because there are some other smaller, frustrating parts of the game. But overall, I really, really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to play Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight might be a little ways down the road, though. I was originally going to play the Switch version, but a little birdie warned me that the Switch port of Arkham Knight is really bad. You have to stay tuned to the Jeffofthemellows YouTube channel for more details, because I don't even know. But, so I'm not going to be playing that version. I'm going to be playing the PS4 version. I have it, but I got to get through some other games first that I already had set on my backlog. So, it might be a while, but I will get to it. But, don't worry, because I'm really excited to play that game after playing Arkham Knight, or Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. I always get the names mixed up. But anyways, if you've played Arkham City, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So that's going to do it for this video and this review. Stay tuned for much more amazing content, like I said, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.